I thought I'd show you guys my darkroom and how I managed to get 24-inch prints made in a small shed. This is my darkroom. It's a shed in my garden. It's quite a large shed. It's ideal for making small 10x8s, but when you start trying to make these 24-inch prints, things get a little bit difficult. So I'll just quickly go through the process. There's my larger, the Durst N605. Medium format film's already in there, and it's projected onto this baseboard, if you like, that I made from a desk, and the mask is just made from plastic pallet and cut out. So the first thing I've got to do is make test strips, which I use. Let me show you the paper. I use Kentmere papers, and these are 10x8s, so I'll make 4 strips from one 10x8 piece of paper and then put them on here and do different times, etc. And these are my test prints there that I've done for this print over here, and I use these small trays just to make the test prints that develop, stop and the fix, and then finally wash the test prints. So once I'm happy with the times, it's time to make room. Chuck them down there. There's my chemicals in 2-litre jugs. Stop, fix and develop. And the next thing to do is to get my paper roll, which is a Kentmere 10 metres by 20 inches. And you have to excuse me guys, because I'm trying to film with one hand and show you with the other. So basically I take the roll out, I put it along here, put it along to my marker, which is the gaffer tape, and that is my, it's about 28 inches. Stanley blade it there, and then I put the paper back into the cardboard tube, so it's nice and safe. And don't forget, this is done in the dark with my safe light on. That's what it look like. I'll turn the main light off. So I'll take the paper, and this is the tricky part, is getting the paper onto my baseboard. I use gloves so I don't mark the paper at all. And this is the mask that I use, you know, and this is going to be tricky because I'm using one hand. Okay. Use a bungee cord to hold it up while I place the paper. With both hands holding it down, I nudge my nose on this, and the mask falls back round, and then put my clips on. I use clips around the edges. Okay, and then it's ready to project. I'll just show you that now. That's the image now projected. Okay, turn that off. Whoa, it's all gone bright. Okay. So once that's projected on the paper, I leave that there, and then I prepare my trays, my development trays, for the big print. Now, I made these using plastic pallets. There's the stop. I put gaffer tape inside to stop any leaks coming out. Okay, so that's the stop one. The develop one, the fix goes in there, and the development goes in there. Sorry if I'm jerking this video around guys, but I'm trying to use one hand, as I said. So there's my trays now ready, development, stop and fix. Okay, then I'll pour my chemicals in, and they'll sit there ready. And I have to use my gloves again, carefully take the paper off and bring it over into the development and the stop, and then finally I put it into the fix. But I need to make more room, so after I've done that I then have to pour the stop back into the jugs, then I have to pour the development back into the jugs, so I've saved myself some room. Then I have to pull the fix over there, and while that's still fixing, I'll get the last one, which is my wash. There's a hole just there where the water comes out, and that's the final print will come out into the wash, and I'll use a jug and just keep washing the print for about 20 minutes until it's completely washed. Then once it's done, I hang it up here to dry and let it dry naturally. I don't squeegee it, I don't want to risk scratching the print at all. So you can see from the mask that I made, you can see the edges, so when I frame I can leave a slight white border around the print. So that's it, that's my dark room, and yeah, it's worth it doing 24-inch prints. I enjoy it. I like doing big prints. You know, this is the 10x8 compared to the 24. You are limited for space, but you know, if you persevere and you really enjoy doing darkroom photography, then you know you'll get there. It's really good, but very cumbersome when you're trying to do big prints in this little tiny shed. But the results are good, and I'm happy. So I hope it's given you a little bit of an insight into making larger prints in a small space. Cheers.